Hey, welcome to our episode of Chad's Beer Reviews. I thought I would do one last trash beer review and one more beer review out here on the porch before I call it quits. And this was actually kind of a funny story. This is Rogue's Dad's Little Helper Malt Liquor. And if you really look at the ingredients, it's actually made with flaked corn, so it is, you know, like a cheap lager with adjuncts. There's no, you know, date or ABV on the bottle, which isn't surprising. Using my big ass boot here. Actually, it's only a 1 liter boot. Or is it a 2 liter? I don't know. It's quite dark for a malt liquor. I was expecting something clean and, you know, like piss-like, but it's, you know, very dark. It looks like honey in the glass there. You know, very kind of brownish, dirty looking. You know, big white fluffy head on there. It's kind of gone down a little since then, but huh. I was expecting something foul smelling, but it's actually kind of sweet. I mean, I said it looks like honey. It actually has almost like a honey kind of smell to it. I mean, it's hard to really tell, but I mean, it doesn't smell nasty. I'm getting back to the funny story about this. Like, I've seen this at my beer store for years, and I know Rogue stopped making this a long time ago. Like maybe a year ago, because they came out with Dad's Little Helper Black IPA. So they had this for half off, so it was like $3 instead of $6. So does anyone know when's the last time they made this? Because I'll put on the top up there, you know, 2009, 2010 vintage. So right here says 8% ABV. So I mean, but it's a lager, so is it going to improve with age? It's certainly not bottle condition, but I have no idea what to expect with this one. Maybe it won't be trashy, I don't know. I'm rambling, let's get a drinking. Cheers. Wow. It certainly doesn't taste like a malt liquor. And not that I'm like the biggest malt liquor connoisseur in the world. I mean, talk to Bruce Forty about that, but if you had told me this was like a Doppelbock, I'd probably believe you. It's a very malty, very bready, and like what I was saying, the nose, like this sweet, almost honey kind of taste in here. Almost like this caramel or some kind of confectionery taste. It doesn't taste like a lager at all. And it says it's using Czech Pils Yeast, so it's not their usual Pac-Man yeast, but I mean, it doesn't feel like a lager in the mouth. It's not super carbonated and fizzy. Again, it's an old bottle, but I mean, it's not like it's completely flat and tepid, so, you know, it does not taste like any kind of lager I've ever tasted before. I guess the closest thing I can compare this to is like an Oktoberfest. Very similar to an Oktoberfest, Marzen style. It kind of tastes like Cracker Jack candy, like the, you know, caramel coated popcorn, something like that. Almost a nuttiness in there. No spice, no generic Pilsner type thing on it. It's kind of like a watery texture though. Like it's not, I mean, regular lager, regular malt liquor has the same mouthfeel as like a fresh thing of Coke or Pepsi or whatever. But this, I mean, this drink's more like an ale, the way that it feels. Look, even getting the lacing on the glass. I gotta say, this is one of, not that this is the best beer I've ever had, but this is certainly one of the most impressive beers I've ever had, especially considering that it's old. Because I went into this thinking, oh, this is going to be like a 3, because I've seen other people review this and they said they hated it. I don't know, I mean, it's getting a very enthusiastic thumbs up for me for sure. But it just completely caught me off guard, and you know, I do not feel like I've just about to drink 22 ounces of this. It went down so smooth. Very high drinkability on this one. I like that, the toffee caramel kind of flavor in there. Clean aftertaste. Supposed to be 8% ABV. Doesn't really feel like something that strong. There's no alcohol presence in here whatsoever. I mean, maybe the alcohol has evaporated a bit over the years, or year, or however old this bottle is. So yeah, I mean, to me this drink's more like a 5-6%, not something 8%, but you know, gotta say I'm really impressed. I should also point out that I'm drinking this right from the fridge. I didn't let it warm up or anything. Really interesting to see if this warms up, if it starts to get that malt liquor tang or twang or whatever. Wow, I'm really surprised, and I have to say, I'm glad I drank that. I will give, this is gonna blow your mind, I'm gonna give it 8 out of 10 for Rogue Dad's Little Helper Malt Liquor. 2010 vintage, whatever year this thing is. If you can find one, I would pick it up. It's like drinking a Doppelbock. Or like an Imperial Oktoberfest, but without the alcohol. I don't know. Alright, so that does it for episode 693. Only 6 more episodes left. Thanks for watching this episode of Chad's Beer Reviews. I will see you whenever. Cheers, bye.